Fulghor, Champion of Nightglow, is one of the 8 Night Lords you will face in Elden Ring Night Reign, and is the funny horse guy. Hi boys, I'm Chris Crass. I beat this guy multiple times solo and with teams, and I'm here to bring you an actually useful boss guide. Make sure to carry lightning if you can, and let's get straight into it. Starting off phase 1, I want to introduce you to the most recognizable punish opening in the entire fight, and that is this distinctive single wind slash, which can show up either by itself or followed up by this sort of scooping attack. He does this every single phase, and is always just a free rolling R1. Next up, we have this Earth Stomp move, which can be jumped, but I personally recommend rolling backwards if you see it, as it causes him to do it twice in a row, and each time is a free punish. These two moves show up the most by far, but aside from that, we also have a myriad of one roll, one punish moves. This includes the Big Scoop, Dragging Scoop, Poke, and Jumping Slam. And as mentioned, all the moves listed do not combo into anything and can be punished immediately after rolling. From here, the only other move he has is the triple wind attack, which the dodge timings for them are 1, 2, 3. This move first shows up in phase 1, but is used a lot more in phase 2. All that aside, after about 30 seconds into the fight, the boss takes a stance while glowing gold. If he is left uninterrupted, he will spawn a Holy Spear directly underneath you and all your allies, and even more Holy Spears all around you for about 10 to 13 seconds. To dodge the initial hit, don't time the roll as the attack lands, but immediately after the spear hits the floor. You can use sound cues to help you out with this one. Have a listen. But yeah, after that, you really just gotta play defensive for those remaining 10 seconds, as the boss continues to attack, which can be a death sentence if you get unlucky. So yeah, you really don't want to deal with this. The only way to prevent it is to either stance break him out of it, or more consistently, by hitting him with any form of lightning damage, which will also put him in an electrified state. This state does two things: constant minor lightning damage, as shown on his body, but more importantly, it prevents the stance cancel from happening again while it's active. Which is kind of annoying, as the lightning state lasts exactly 55 seconds, whereas the boss loves spamming this move with 45 to 22 second intervals, meaning you probably still have to deal with it anyway, lightning damage or not. I guess one thing you can do about it is to attempt to land a damage dealing ult. This doesn't cancel his move outright, but he'll instead summon a nerfed version of the spears, which are much easier to deal with. Also, attempting to break him out without a lightning weapon or while the state is active will temporarily apply a slow effect to your character, slowing your movement speed and causing you to fat roll. Moving on, we have the Stampede. This can appear around 80% HP and is Fulghor's coolest move, consisting of 3 rush attacks and ending with 1 giant AoE. He usually does this at least one time every fight, but can do it again in either phase if you take too long to kill him. To dodge the rush attacks, you could just roll to the side and strip the trail, but I recommend super sprinting to the side as soon as you see the rush, slowing down to conserve stamina as soon as he passes you, and repeat 2 more times. As for the giant AoE at the end, I personally like spot dodging this move by timing it as soon as I see the dirt particles dissipate, as that's what I find most consistent. However, I've also seen many others come up with their own creative way to dodge it, like Zen, who strafes the entire thing, or Rikimaru, who uses Wilder's grappling hook to position themselves behind the boss. Also, yes, I know that this move has 2 big pockets where you don't even need to dodge, shown in Zen's footage, though I'm not gonna lie, I haven't fully figured out the distance yet, and so far, find this to be fairly inconsistent, so I can't in good faith recommend relying on it. But anyway, with all that said, once you get to about 60% HP, Fulghor's devious left arm will emerge, signaling the start of phase 2, that will always begin with this Mega Slam, which I highly recommend you jump, as in my experience, the arm almost never actually tries to hit you directly, making jumping very consistent, though there is a small chance you actually still get hit. Moving on, this phase will essentially retain all of phase 1's moveset, but now with the addition of a bunch of new arm moves. A lot of these moves may seem very similar, so to help you distinguish between each, I recommend looking at the arm. For one, the Mega Slam isn't limited to just the starting move, and can still appear mid-phase, with the tell being when he faces away from you and thrusts his hand in the other direction. He can also do a similar attack with a smaller AoE and an added follow-up slap. This is telegraphed by him pointing his arms upward while raising his front legs, and each move can be punished after each roll. From there, we have the single bitch slap. This is also telegraphed when Fulghor raises his front legs, but this time, his arm is pointing to the side instead of up. Now let's talk about the 2 most similar attacks. First, we have the double drag, which you can roll once to have the second attack completely miss you, or just roll twice. Second and lastly, we have the wombo combo, which should be dodged into with the timings 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That last hit can come out a lot faster than you think, so to dodge it, I recommend paying attention to the brief pause in sound, or immediately after the purple splash particles have already ended. Or just jump it. Anyways, the beginning of these two attacks can easily be confused for one another. So here's how to tell which is which. For the double drag, his arm kinda yanks him a bit before pointing straight at you. Whereas for the wombo combo, the arm gushes purple and does this sort of twirl as an indicator. You see that distinctive hand motion? Then that's the combo right there. Remember boys, pay attention to the goop arm. Back means mega slam. Up means mini slam into slap. Side means single slap. Forward means double drag. And twirl means mega combo. Combine all that with phase 1, and that's his entire moveset in a nutshell. And yeah, that's the Fulghor guide done. If this video helped you out, make sure to let me know by liking, subscribing, and leaving a comment. Share this with anyone who might be struggling with Fulghor, and I hope you have a great day. Also, here's a near perfect boss fight for anyone who wants it.
Oh yeah, brother. GG's, motherfucker. GG's. Almost hitless. Almost hitless. God damn it. Ugh.